we're starting to hear some word. We're getting close to training camp. Well, teams have already started to report rookies involved. The teams that are playing the Hall of Fame game they've got their guys in camp already as well, so they can get a little bit of a head start. But we're starting to hear about some of these unsigned veteran players. And one that's making news is Minnesota linebacker Anthony Barr. And this is coming from Darren Wolfson. He's with KSTP up there in Minneapolis area. And
very reputable, right?
Yeah,
KSTP?
KSTP. And he is saying that Anthony Barr is not retired, but he is generating some interest from two teams. And so it's saying the former four-time Pro Bowler still very much intends on playing football. And a couple of teams per Wolfson, those teams are the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. While the Commanders have kicked the tires on some potential move to sign Barr, the Cowboys seem like the most interested team overall. Barr has been training as if he will be in some team's training camp, Wolfson said during an appearance. And this is on the Scoop with Doogie. That sounds like a good little show.
Doogie Scoops?
The Doogie Scoop.
And what's up with you today? Doogie and doo-doo?
I don't know. It's one of those things.
It was doo-doo and there was pee-pee everywhere. It's just nasty.
It's one of those days. Scoop it with Doogie. Anyway, he said he was talking about, Wolfson was saying, hey, I told you weeks ago, keep an eye on the Cowboys. So the Cowboys know certainly that they're interested in Anthony Barr. Washington's also kicked the tires, like I said, but I would say right now keep an eye on those Dallas Cowboys. And Wolfson also touched on Barr's knee problems as being the reasoning behind the delayed signing. His talent, though, isn't an issue for the 30-year-old standout. He can help any team if healthy. Reached out to the Cowboys, and I got back the information of if the price is right.
Well, that's a common theme.
So, and people like, well, hell, Broaddus, you're not telling us anything that we already don't know. But seriously, though, they are looking into this, but it has to be for the right price. Okay, I reached out to Gang of Seven, and I asked my Gang of Seven, I said, Anthony Barr worth kick of the tires? And one of my guys goes, a cheap kick. Durability and medical is a big-time issue. But if you get 8 to 10 healthy games out of him, he could still play. I said, well, I appreciate that. He said, also, the versatility of Parsons and Barr could be pretty damn cool if you look at that. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was one team, what they thought.
Because Anthony Barr is one of these linebackers that can get after the quarterback, right? Like, he's one of these guys that it's like he's a linebacker, but he's a rusher.
Yeah, coming out of UCLA, I mean, he's a guy that also played on the offensive side of the ball there, but versatile, like, you envisioned him similar to how Dan Quinn has used Micah Parsons.
Yeah. I will tell you this. When I was working for DallasCowboys.com, late one night, I saw Will McClay. We were at Valley Ranch, I think is when this was happening. And I saw that Will's door was open. I was walking by and the light was on, so I went in and I knocked on it. And he was there, and he was watching Anthony Barr play. And he was creating a tape to try and prove to the scouts how versatile Anthony Barr really, really is.
Yeah, love it.
So, with Will McClay, I still think, there's some
an affection there.
There's some of that, that he like, man, this could be a guy. Okay, another one of my Gang of Seveners said, worth a tryout, medical, and interview to see how much he wants to play. So it sounds like here he wants to play. But like Lucius, we were talking about the other day, these veteran guys don't want anything to do with training camp. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They really don't want to go in there and get beat up and have to endure. Now, if you go to Oxnard, that's a different thing. The weather there is beautiful. But some of these other places, like it could be pretty strenuous for a veteran to have to deal with all that. So, do you have something you wanted to do?
Well, I just wanted to ask you, and I do want to get I'll ask you afterwards. Go through. It can wait. It can wait a second.
Yeah, this in my final guy that got back to me. I said again, asking the question: Anthony Barr worth a kick of the tires? He says, if healthy, absolutely yes. So, what we're looking at right now, money situation. Is it going to be initially when you talk to the cap guys? It was. He's looking for like a 1 year, maybe $11 million kind of kind of a deal.
That's what Barr's looking at?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No way.
Well, that was several weeks ago. This is OTAs, mini camps. You
Right.
talk to people about it. So maybe that price has come down. Again, the Cowboys are looking at it. They're the ones telling me, hey, he's looking for this. He's worth it if the price comes down.
Right. So if it's 1 for 11,
Right.
the Cowboys are probably looking at it, and this is just me throwing out a number, 1 in 6.
Yeah.
Maybe half that or whatever it is.
Right.
Well, it's just all about the incentives. How many games are you going to play, Anthony?
Yeah. See, and that's what the biggest thing I think is the health, and then the money, the health, and then how many games are you going to get out of him? But it sounds like one of my gang of 7 thought about pairing him with Parsons as being something that would be kind of a wreck shop situation.
It would be sexy.
Very quickly, the one question I wanted to ask you is, let's say he is waiting till after camp, right? And he's saying, I'm not really trying to put my body through that. I'm an older veteran. Let's say he missed it, and then the concern is, okay, you got to get him up to speed. It's a new defense. How different when you watch Mike Zimmer and the way the Vikings have played defensively when you study that tape, because the Cowboys have played them the last 2 years, compared to what Dan Quinn did last year here. How different do you think that would be for him to get up to speed?
I don't think it'd be hard at all because, and keep in mind, too, the Cowboys have an advantage with George Edwards, the linebackers coach who was with him in Minnesota all those years with Zimmer.
No question.
So, yeah, I think that, to me, I think Anthony Barr, you just say, hey, hand on ground, sick him.
Right.
Kind of a thing. I don't think that would be a problem at all.